There's some stat sheets in the back if you just got here, in the back seat there. Okay, we're joined now by UC Davis coach Jim Less and student athletes Elijah Pepper and Kane Milling. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions. We ask media to please raise your hand and identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. Coach, if you would, please start us off with some opening comments following today's game.
I'm honored and blessed to coach this group of young men. They are just awesome to be around. They work hard. And I thought they set a tone to start the game with their defense, with their pressure, with their aggressiveness. And Hawaii's a good team. We knew they were going to keep coming. And we knew on this journey it was not going to be easy. But I love the resiliency of our group. It wasn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But I love the toughness of these guys, and especially these seniors who they're not done yet. And I'm excited for that.
Questions here in the room?
Coach Les, last time we Gabriel Duarte, Daily Sundial. Coach, last time we spoke at the CSUN game, you mentioned how great your two guards were in Elijah and T.Y. T.Y. had 12 tonight. For both guards, having to defend smaller guards, both of you guys having to spend with McClanahan and Munoz. Talk about the way they defended tonight against two smaller guards who had pretty good, successful games the night before, and not having that game to play before like Hawai'i did. Getting to go. How can I phrase this better? Hawai'i had that game to start, and you guys didn't. I'm not really phrasing this right. But yeah, Rusty. There you go, Rusty. Not Rust, but you guys came off cold, and they had a game to go. Talk about the way your guards played tonight defensively.
Well, first of all, my college coach, when I got into coaching, told me never be guard poor and be guard rich. And with Kane and Eli and T.Y., we feel like we're guard rich. We have a lot of faith in those guys. We give them a lot of responsibility, and they're awfully accountable. And you talked about, we didn't play last night, but the prep in practice this week that these guys had, and we were led by these guys. They're not always the most vocal guys, but they lead by example every day in the weight room, on the practice floor. And yesterday we had an hour at Coronado High School, and they were awesome. It was crisp, it was solid, they were in tune, they knew the game plan, they knew everything that was expected of them, and it was just a matter of executing it, and they did that. So they can make a coach look smart, but they're awfully good.
Elijah, phenomenal shooting today and a great play in the second half. But I thought on that final play where Javon was driving, you just being able to get the rebound and keeping McCoy off the boards, what was going through your mind on that sequence?
When he was going down, my heart was kind of down in my stomach a little bit. I thought it might have gone in, and then when I saw it come off, I was just getting ready to go up, and I got pushed in the back and was able to get the foul call there.
Wes Nakama, Warrior Insider. Coach, in the first half, you guys were up 16 early, and then they got it to 2 at halftime. Second half, you're up 17, and they got it down to 1. Can you talk about those swings and what was going on during those swings?
Well, I got a lot of respect for the Hawai'i program and the coaching staff, and we knew there was going to be no quit. And they kept coming, and they made plays, and we weren't always as sharp over 40 minutes, but I give a lot of credit to Hawai'i and that group, and it's a senior-laden group, and you could tell they were fighting to live for another day. We were just glad we got one more possession, and we got 40 at the free throw line to ice it.
James Houston, New University, UC Irvine. This question's for Elijah and Kane. In a game like that with a lot of changes, high tensions, how do you guys kind of keep your composure at the end of games and kind of do your job where like one mistake can kind of cost you the game in a sense?
I'm glad you didn't ask me that question.
A big thing we do is we just kind of focus and take a deep breath and remember you're living in the moment. We both meditate before games, so we kind of look back to that and just kind of we call it finding your beach. Just relax, live in the moment, and just realize there's still more games to go, more possessions to be played. So,
and also as a group, we have this thing where every dead ball, we come together, we talk a little bit, and then somebody says like ready, ready, and everybody has to clap at the same time. It's just like a sort of like unity. So yeah, that also like keep us together in close games.
Jim, you always say that you want the best basketball in late February, early March. 4 in a row now? Do you feel you are playing your best basketball right now?
I do. I really like this group. They have an identity, and that identity is on the defensive end of the floor with their aggressiveness, their physicality, and their fight. Their fight on the boards. We're not the biggest team, and their fight for the 50-50 balls is really impressive. And we knew one of the stats with Hawai'i was making threes. You know, when they make 9 or 10 threes in a game, their record is awfully good, and they're hard to beat. And 6 for 15 was huge, and that was a telling factor in the game, and that was their ability to pressure and get out to shooters and contest and make them miss.
So, Kane, on senior night, Elijah and T.Y. had 30 each, 80% of your scoring. So you knew coming in tonight that was going to be a focus for Hawai'i. You looked like you were ready to fire from the get-go. Did you know that you would have to do your part tonight?
Yes, sir. I feel like since every other team is so focused on Eli and Ty, I got to be that third scorer, the kind of like that X factor. If I can get myself going, then it's a lot easier for these two guys to get their open shots because they have to focus a little bit more on me. So, I mean, say it's a win or go home, so I had to step up, and I did.
Hey, Jim. Alan Snell with LVSportsBiz.com here in Las Vegas. Your tournament's one of 5 tournaments going on here in the Henderson, Vegas area. I'm wondering, what's your take on participating in really the mecca of basketball this week in the Western United States? You're right here in the heart of it. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts about having the tournament here in Henderson, Metro Vegas, and this particular venue, which seems to be a nice fit for Big West?
Well, we love it. This venue is spectacular. The city of Henderson's been awesome. Everywhere we've been, different restaurants, and just a couple days that we've been here going to practice at Coronado, everyone's just been very accommodating, and this is where you want to be. And I was talking to the high school coach at Coronado and just talking about what a great, you can get to go see all these kinds of different games as a young coach and, hone your craft and watch all these teams and watch different styles of play. So I think it's great, and this facility is awesome. And so excited for the Big West and the future of this tournament continuing to grow.
This is a question for all 3 of you, but what did you guys learn from that first matchup against Hawai'i? You guys dropped it, and then you won the subsequent matchup closer to the end of the season, and then finishing up with the win here tonight.
To you, Pep.
Oh, okay, I'll start. The big thing we learned going to Hawai'i was just doing what we do, coming out defensively and ready to go. At Hawai'i, we came out a little lackadaisical, we like to call it, and we just weren't ready to go there, so we just learned to come out ready and come out firing.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't physical over there. They were bullying us, and our KYPs is kind of like your player personnel, like what their tendencies, what they like to do, and we just let them do whatever they wanted. Coleman likes to go right. McCoy's a great shooter. We let him shoot like 7 threes when we played over there, so we had to do better with that.
Coach, talk, if you would, a little bit about tomorrow night.
You're not going to let me enjoy this at all, are you? well, Bob, yeah, and I told the guys after, we'll enjoy this for maybe 12 minutes, and we'll get back and get to work. We love the opportunity to play in a championship game and represent UC Davis on this stage, and these guys have earned it. They've been working awfully hard, and we know it's a big challenge. I think Long Beach is awfully good, and they're obviously playing with an emotional with Danny, who I have tremendous respect for as a coach, and him leaving that program and the standard of excellence he's had not only at Long Beach but within this league, and you can tell his players are fighting for him. So not only are they good and talented, but they're bringing the emotional element of playing for their coach on his way out. So we know we got our hands full, and we'll get back to the hotel and game plan, and we'll be ready because these guys are looking forward to it.
2 more questions.
Coach, I'm not sure if you played Hawaii in this tournament, and certainly not here. You might have played them in Anaheim, but I don't know if you were aware of Hawaii's presence as far as the fan base and the support, and they call it the ninth
half
island.
the island, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
And
so
even, I knew we were in trouble as we were stopped at the light right across the street, a block away, and it was just a sea of Hawaii gear crossing in the crosswalk, and I was in the front of the bus, and I was like, "Holy cow!" So it was a really good atmosphere, and they showed out, and again, I think our guys love that. They love rising to the occasion in that kind of environment.
Kane, this question's for you. Alex Press from Valley View News. So you were all over the place tonight. You were taking charges. You put your body on the line for your team. What mentality do you take going into games like this, and how are you going to take the same approach heading into going against Long Beach State?
Well, lately, since it's my last year, all I've been thinking about is just having fun. A lot of guys try to they get in their heads, they try to make the right play, and it's just too much. And I had that experience, a couple years ago and stuff. That I just got too much in my head, and I just try to, just be free when I do my meditation with Eli and Francesco. It's just to have fun, man. It's my last time. It's my last college year. I'm just out here to have fun. So that's about it.
Coach, guys, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.